This is FE Peer Review, the Flat Earth Peer Review channel. The date is May 18th, 2021. Big news! New species of parrot discovered and bread not made from flour. This video is in response to an exchange of comments I had on a video put out by Agree to Disagree channel. By the way, I highly recommend the channel, and you'll find a link to it in the description. Despite my better judgment, I got pulled into one of those comment exchanges that goes round and round, counterclockwise, my being in the northern hemisphere, and round until it finally just goes down the drain. This video is an attempt to salvage some value from it. It wasn't completely useless. Along the way, I discovered a new species of parrot and something important about bread. Here are some screenshots of the comment exchange. I won't read them, but you can pause the video and subject yourself to the frustration if you really want to. I don't recommend it. In brief, one T. Brown was babbling about horizons not being geometric with someone else. I politely left a comment referring to a video I'd recently made in which I reviewed a research paper on atmospheric refraction that had been prepared by the research arm of the U.S. Department of Defense. I also mentioned another video I had done on the subject of how much of the Earth can be seen from a given elevation. Links are in the description for any of you who are interested. Mr. T. Brown then sucked me into his whirlpool, and despite 2 efforts on my part to swim out of it, I let myself get pulled in. Eventually, he said that if I would, quote, man up and say that, quote, I believe the horizon is Earth curve, he would prove to me it isn't and welcome me to flat Earth. I haven't the faintest idea what the, quote, horizon is Earth curve actually means, and I tried to get him to clarify, but he never answered a single one of my questions, including requests for clarification. I told him it was selfish to keep such important information to himself, releasing it only in return for demands of obedience, but that I was curious enough to know what he had to say, that I was willing to play along, and that I hoped I wasn't wasting my time. I was. With a great drum roll and a parting of curtains on the stage, Mr. T. Brown announced the earth-shattering news that... If the Earth is a sphere with a radius of 3959 miles p, the distance to the horizon can be no more than 1.23 times the square root of the observer's feet in height q. The horizon is viewed to be farther than 10 miles away from an observer at 1 foot height, not q. Therefore, the Earth cannot be a sphere, not p. Ugh. Sorry to subject you all to this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I know you've all heard that before, and in fact in the last few days, several of you have already had direct communication with Mr. T. Brown, explaining to him everything that's wrong with that. I just wanted to add 1 or 2 more small things. When I told him, quote, "You're sheepishly parroting Nathan Oakley," I realized that I'd stumbled on a new species of parrot. Now, I know others have stumbled across this species before me, but none had taken the time to stop and name it. So I've decided to give it the colloquial name of sheepish parrot, with the full taxonomic identification of Cacatoidea ovis aries T. brownii. In the photo here, we see a juvenile Cacatoidea ovis aries T. brownii, seen here bonding like a duckling to a fox, with an adult of the species Ovis aries oaklenia. I had one other brainstorm during that exchange, and that was that bread is not made of flour. Here's my absolute proof, and after you've heard it, you will never again be able to believe the ridiculous falsehood that they tell you that bread is made from flour. If bread is made from baking flour, P, then baking flour will make a loaf of bread, Q. I put a bag of flour in the oven for 2 hours, and it didn't make a loaf of bread. not Q. Therefore, bread is not made from flour, not P. Yes, I'm joking. But if you folks have any other good examples of the misuse of the Modus Tollens, let's share them in the comments. It would be fun to have a reference place for that kind of thing, and the comments section in this video would work well for that. So, please leave comments below and do all those other nice things like hitting the like button, etc. Most of all, have a wonderful day. This is FE Peer Review signing out.